What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, though? Frank Nitty, D-City, where brother get gritty, and we takes no pity, yeah. Frank Nitty, two T's, two T's, two T's. Like two titties, woody whoop whoop, Daddy Longstrong, Frank Nitty, CWG, what up dog, what it do, woody whoop whoop, Frank Nitty, late night, kicking it. I seen it was kind of lit, so I said, why not? I stepped on in. Frank Nitty, two T's, two titties, late night, kicking it with bobbing with bobbles. It was just something to do, you know what I'm saying? But why not though? That's why Nitty bringing it to you too. That's why I'm bringing it to you too. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. I gotta get my chodo. Real talk, yo. Fade with me, kick it with me. Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty. D-City style, baby. As we get it up in the D. That's how we get it in the D. That's how we live, you and me. Put your eyes on the prize. It's me, Frank Nitty. Frank Nitty, baby. It's Nitty. It's Nitty, baby. Frank Nitty. Two T's, two T's. Like two titties. Yeah, let's get it. Woody woo woo. Daddy Longstroke. And you already know.
Right in the hood, man. She was like,
but yeah, but I'm saying, it follows. Like, you really need to get off your issue with white women before you can even date anybody.
I'm not dating anybody ever again. I'm done.
No, we don't.
Easier just to pay prostitutes.
I'd rather, no, actually, when my libido comes back, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick with hookers. I'm done with it.
It's better, I mean, because you don't have to have conversations. It's
I was happier when I went to
money,
the
you
club
suck my dick.
and I danced.
It's cut and dry.
I had a good time. I'd just go and dance by myself. If they would come to me and dance, that was fine. Or sometimes they'd approach me and say, hey, my friend's interested with you. How come you're not asking her to dance?
But you like
they're so hostile. Women are so hostile.
No, don't do that. You're hostile. Don't do that.
Putting labels on relationships aside of
I
that's
was
great.
happier when I went to the club and danced by myself and got over.
No, you're not happier. You just don't want to do the hard work. And
No,
just do that. You don't want to do the
I
hard
did the
work.
hard work. I'm retired. I turned it over to the younger generation.
No, but have you at least forgiven her for what she did?
Yes.
So then why are you still so hostile?
I'm not. I'm over it.
No, you're not.
I've turned it over to the younger generation.
We've
I'm
been
not
over
be
this.
hostile.
You said your relationships all have the same issue with your first love, which is your son's mother. So you haven't gotten over it. Now, if you don't want to get over it and you want to, just sleep around, say that. But don't.
I don't even want to sleep around, man. I told you.
Yeah, but you see, you like being challenged, and I think that's what your attraction is to me. And
I think he likes being challenged.
You're pleasant to look at, too, by the way.
of course, but you like being challenged, and I think this turns you on too, arguing.
He likes the chase. He's one of those guys that like the chase.
Yeah, but
I didn't pursue women.
No, I'm not saying
That's not
what I'm saying.
I always ignored them.
If you change you be a little bit more pleasant, and when you're more pleasant, you have more pleasant.
A little bit more.
No, exactly. Like you would be a little bit more. Listen, you've been called an a-hole and a peen. You've been called those by women. Women have said
that beat me up, a bunch of people.
Okay, yeah.
Talking about setting me up to be robbed and some of these sweet little...
Do you pay women to leave, not stay? That's why we love hookers. Oh my God! Did you watch Nitty's live about Mary Mary?
No, I gotta see that one.
If you haven't, no offense, Nitty, but go to like the 14-minute mark in of his live that has the Mary Mary photo with her tongue sticking out of her mouth, where she's trying to act all sexy and stuff, which is the total opposite of what it's coming off. You know, it's kind of like I don't think I've ever had my coochie as dry as it was watching her do that. Like I could have like queefed powder out. This lady, this girl, she's the one that's throwing all that money at Maddie, so she doesn't have to hook. Like throwing the $100 bills and stuff, like trying to basically like kill Maddie, hurry her up to an overdose, giving her all that money and shit. But she does this short little video on YouTube where she's licking her mouth and she's trying to make these sexy eyes and I'm not too sure what she's trying to do, but it's extremely nasty. And then in the middle of her doing that, her husband or her man like reaches over and starts petting her head like a little doggy while she's doing these like tongue things, you know, to the camera. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. But Nitty had it on his live, and if you go to like the 14-minute mark, he's talking about like something about it stinking like a whole fish market gone bad kind of thing. He had me rolling. Like people are telling me go look at, you know, go to this part of Nitty's video and listen, and me and Mr. Bobbles were just like listening to it going, oh, it was bad, but it was so true. So true. Let me, before y'all go, I know y'all back and forth, but let me just tell you, can I just say this? Mary, if you're listening to me, stop giving an addict money, you stupid bitch. She has kids. You're gonna make the bitch overdose. All right, y'all can go back onto your thing.
Okay.
I just think that, you know...
Nitty, D-City, rock with me, kick it with me, fade with me. Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty. D-City, baby, you already know how we get it. That's how we get it in the D. This how we live, you and me. Put your eyes on the prize, it's me. It's Frank Nitty. Frank Nitty, baby. Frank Nitty. Frank Nitty, baby. Rock with me, kick it with me, fade with me. Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty. Rock with me, kick it with me, fade with me. Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty. Frank Nitty, baby.
And after the second time she was there, I knew she liked it because she pulled me forward and had me kiss her. And after the second time she came over, we agreed to go get dinner together. And she offered to pay for dinner. She said, "You want me? I'll get dinner." And I said, "No, I got it. I'll pay." But we used her car to go up to the dinner place. She was a good conversationalist. So
I don't think that was fair.
So sometimes women like it. I would say 90% of the time it was just a money thing. But there's a few times where they got into it.
Nitty says a woman have to be sexually open. A man has to be confident enough for a dominant freak in the sheets and a lady in the streets. Yeah, that's what I've always was taught. Like, yeah, you're a freak in the bedroom and you act like a classy lady when you're out in public with them.
It depends. All men shouldn't get a freak. Some men deserve a prude.
Yeah.
They do. Like, some men are just, you know, they just whine and complain, and it's almost like you're dating a woman, but when none of the men
like. I'm so bad with sex though. Like after I get off, like I'm literally getting off of me. I don't want to cuddle.
I don't want to be touched after I.
Yeah, I don't.
We didn't ask you that question. Do you?
I'm gonna make you a sandwich and give you a high five, like hey, you make me bust twice.
Like, is that a thing? Is that a thing? Because I just assume that like when you're single, everybody wears condoms. But like now I've been asking that question, and you would be surprised the number of people that like, no, I don't use it.
Well, in the LGBTQ community, they call PrEP and so forth, which if you're on PrEP, it is an inhibitor to help not contract the HIV virus.
Yeah.
What a lot of our youngins are forgetting is that you can still contract gonorrhea, syphilis, and all the other STIs that are around because it doesn't protect against that. And that's what they forget. They think, PrEP kills everything. It's like, no.
So they're taking that and not using condoms?
Exactly. Once they're on PrEP, then they won't use condoms, right? Or they don't feel the need to use condoms. I would have to say, for me, 95% of the time in my life, yes, I have. First starting out when you're young, dumb, and full of cum, and someone says yes, and you want...
You're trying to make people go...
There's been times when I haven't.
Wait, gross.
But that was usually, the pre-AIDS era, or pre-HIV era. And when that came on board, that kind of like slapped a lot of people in the face and tripped them up. So yeah,
no
I would
one
say
asked
now,
if you haven't.
yes, I do now. Simply because you don't know what else you can contract unless I'm in a monogamous, committed relationship. Then usually they go.
And y'all got both tested?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would, if I was getting into a committed relationship and we wanted to get rid of condoms, we would both be tested for everything.
Yeah.
Now this is another question.
No one asked if you have an STD before you
I have
get
a question.
You get it. It's
Who should ask you that to?
No, Nitty. It's a guy. Chosen More Girls is a guy. His name's Frank Nitty. Two titties. Anyway, it says no one asks if you have an STD before you get head until you get enough.
Yeah.
It's because, why don't guys like worry about what is it called, dental dam?
Well, that's more
you
for
put
lesbians.
in your mouth.
That's lesbians.
That's more for lesbians. Normally,
is it?
normally you don't think of oral sex as transmitting an STI or an STD, but it can. You can get gonorrhea or syphilis in your throat.
Yeah.
If you're not careful.
Oh yeah.
But
You're giving head.
Get some real guys.
But in secular, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. You can totally say it's none of my business because I feel like I'm intruding. But if you don't plan to be in a long-term relationship anymore, are you just gonna give up raw dogging?
What do you mean give up raw dogging? Oh no, probably. Yeah, I guess so. I probably have to give it up. Not just for myself, for other people. So.
Do you like
oral? If I get oral sex, I would use a condom.
Really?
Gonorrhea, yeah. Gonorrhea and chlamydia from oral.
Do you enjoy condoms? Like it doesn't bother you?
Sometimes they're okay. I'd rather not use one, but.
Don't they make you last longer?
They also kill some of the sensitivity too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, making you last longer.
No. It's like, remember, the inside of the condom is not lubricated, dear. The outside of the condom is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me rub latex up against your vag for 15-20 minutes and see how it feels.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
Oh my God, I'm so going to be dead tomorrow. All of you start to blame.
I'm confused. Okay. So it's lubricated on the outside, but the inside is like dry. So the whole time you're using a condom, it's like you're dry humping a Brillo pad or something? Is it that bad?
Well, take some latex next time when you're alone, and
I'm not gonna do that.
So it feels itchy then.
well, it's just like okay, now they've gotten better over the years compared to what they were like in my younger days. They've gotten a lot more thinner, a lot more sensitive, that type of thing. But there is a different sensation when you're actually skin on skin.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was kind of lubed in the inside too. I didn't know that it was like
No.
horrible for you guys to wear.
It's not lubed on
That's
the
what's up with all the cuddling. If you don't know your ex, yeah, I'm not a cuddler. Like I'll give you a high five, I'll shake your hand, like good job at getting me to come. Do you want a sandwich? You want to order something? You want to watch a
Oh,
movie?
no,
But
dear. You have to understand. If you feed them,
don't
they
touch
will
me.
stay.
Well, I don't. They can stay if they're good in bed. I mean, obviously, I married Mr. Bobbles because he was good in bed. You know, if he wasn't good in bed, I would have never married him.
Well, if you do them upright, they're usually passed out within 5 minutes and you go about your business.
Hey, Spaceman. Spaceman's got a good accent. He's got a good voice too, Rochelle.
So, is that a reason to get married? Because you want to... No, let me stop.
Okay.
Being too bad.
No, go there. Go there. I want to hear.
It's all good.
Go there.
To men in the chat, is raw dogging it one of the reasons you got married? I don't want to say the only, but is it one of the reasons you got married?
If I marry her, I don't have to use a condom.
Is that like a thing? Like, oh, yeah, I can't wrap it back up anymore.
Lambskin,
That's a bonus of getting married, but not necessarily the reason to get married.
Wait, lambskin didn't make you pregnant, but you could still catch STDs through the lambskin, right?
I don't know. I'm single. No comment.
Oh, yes, right. Yes,
Wait.
Michelle.
Well, you have 2 kids. You know the difference between no condom and a condom.
Well, wait, lambskin came out, but the lambskin didn't protect against STIs or STDs. They were okay at preventing conception.
I need water, please. We buy in bulk with all the probing we like to do.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you have to be careful the type of lube you use because for man-on-man action, it's better to get one that's geared to that. For man-on-woman action, they can do it so it's pleasurable
What are
for
girl
both.
condoms?
Those are dental dams, I think.
But how can you put a penis in that?
In a dental dam, no. Dental dams are used for when women on women sex.
Now, if we have any lesbians, can you
Please step to the front of the line.
If we have any lesbians in the room, please step up.
Yes, can you explain to me, you know, the tribing thing? What feels good about that? Like, I've seen it in a video, but I just look at it and I think that, like, you know, it would be so much chafing and...
Are you calling it
scissoring?
scissoring?
Oh,
Yes,
scissoring.
the back and forth scissoring, yes.
No, but they're like, no, they're like... How to say this? Like,
What,
like
double-headed
it's
dildo,
the
they're both
top,
on
it's
it?
not the inside, it's just like the tops touching.
I thought when they were scissoring that there was a double-headed, double-sided dildo in between both of them. This is always a
Not
learning
necessarily.
experience for you folks. This is an educational moment here.
But I've never
I
heard
thought there was a
tribe.
double-sided in it.
No, that's one way, but there are women
No, not necessarily.
who use nothing. It's just the two of them, and they're just...
Why don't you like dental dams, GF? But the back and forth, like with it, oh yeah, like you'd run, like if there's nothing.
Oh, here you go.
Did you actually? I'm trying to figure out if you can.
It's like frottage for men, where you have both penises grinding up against each other.
Let me ask you something. Because I've heard from lesbian friends that they love watching gay porn. Is that the same with gay men? Do y'all like watching lesbian porn?
No, right? No, because PT's on the date.
No, not really.
Oh, because all my lesbian friends
What the fuck,
lesbians
secular?
love watching.
Why does he do that? Secular, what the fuck are you? Why do you do that? Can't you, like, you give no warning. You need to wear condoms because you give no warning, secular. You just go.
Boom goes the dynamite. I do know a couple of other lesbians that preferred playing with gay men because they had more bits and parts
okay,
that they
gotcha.
could anyway. But no, I don't. I know a lot of gays that watch straight porn.
Okay, so you like the straight one.
Mrs. Palmer.
Okay.
Well, every once in a while, it's good to change it up just to see, maybe they have a new position or something like that, like the Amazon position, where the woman's in front and the guy's legs are in the air over her shoulders, and she's just riding him like a go train.
Oh.
I could go check. I don't watch porn.
Don't. It's a very nasty thing to watch.
I don't like porn.
Yeah, you have to know specifically what you're looking for, or you can go down a rabbit hole that will be like boom, boom, boom.
It's gonna come up, Nitty.
I think it's hilarious. I don't really
I want you to come up where I
watching
can, like, interview you one night, though, Nitty, because I got questions for you.
But Blob, you've traveled. Have you ever traveled to the Netherlands?
What's the country?
Blobby?
Yeah.
Amsterdam?
Like
The
Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Amsterdam.
So did you ever take in any of their live sex shows?
Yes, the red light district is for me. Ching, ching, ching.
Are you serious? No. I wouldn't be able to, like, pick. Are there guys in the windows, or is it all strictly, like, chicks?
Well, I
I've got
saw
something come up here,
females.
Nitty.
I saw, action-packed females. I didn't partake in anything, but it was fun.
There are women in the windows.
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be men,
It's
too.
men by itself, but I know they said that there's a part for, like,
You going to bed
gay men.
night?
Yeah.
Where is that
So
part?
they-
Is it on the same strip, or is it on a different one?
I tried to find it, but I was still trying to look for it, but I could never find it. Like I was like only 17, 18 when I went to Amsterdam, and it was part of a school trip, so I couldn't escape.
Oh, yeah. Trying to bring a hooker home with you to Canada.
In the Netherlands and in Amsterdam, they have something for everyone.
But yeah, there's plenty of countries where it's legal.
See, I'd be walking Mr. Bubbles around with duct tape over his eyes where he couldn't see any of that stuff.
Yeah, but they were
Like, I don't want Mr. Bubbles to even look at porn. Like, every time I bust him looking at porn, I get, like, pissed off about it. Because I'm like, why are you looking at that when you can have the real thing? Like,
maybe
why are you
for different
looking...
positions.
We've done every position out there. There's no other positions left that aren't illegal.
Well, maybe in your state. Yeah, that could be.
In all states, all over the world. Like, I cannot physically get in any other position that maybe me standing on top of my head, like upside down on top of my head or something, maybe. There's nothing else. I mean, we've done every fucking possible thing I could think of.
Well, guys, I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright, I know it's getting late.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna go live tomorrow because I haven't watched the thing, and I'm too tired to watch anything.
That's fine.
You should go.
You can take a night off. At night off, you're just back from vacation.
Yeah, I mean, did you watch Married at First Sight? Was it good?
The American one?
Yeah.
It was decent. There was a lot of fighting. But I haven't watched Australia. I was going to watch Australia. I record it while I'm on here. So as soon as I get off here, I'll watch Australia one.
Yeah, I'm taking a break for social media. I've been a little bad girl, but
Was your live the other day, was it about the D?
yes, it was about a person that has a D. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I was going to talk on there, but like I said, I give you I don't want you to have to explain to anybody while I'm on there, so.
Yes, it
But
was
I'm there.
about certain people people and, you know, certain bitchy men. And just like, you know, you expect this from the woman. But when the men do this, it's like, come on.
Ablavi, I can tell you, men can be just as catty and just as bitchy as any woman can be. And, but it's done in a different way. But we can be just the same. I know a lot of guys say, "Oh no, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not." And I say, "Bullshit." Because I've seen it in straight communities. I've seen it in gay communities.
You know, I guess that was the thing. I always thought this, like, I expect this, and this is messed up for me. I expected this from, you know, certain men, but the men I've seen that. No, this is universal.
Yeah. Like, men can be worse than us women by a lot when it comes to drama and bullshit and the backstabbing and shit.
I wanted to say to Reggie, Reggie, oh my gosh, Whataburger is a reason to move to Texas. That is the best chain. I don't like In-N-Out.
Oh, no.
I don't like Shake Shack. And it's in the airport. Whataburger, their patty melt is delicious. So is their chicken and biscuit.
What would they be compared to out here on the East Coast? Like Hardee's is Carl Jr. out there. What would Whataburger be out here?
It's in Florida too, yeah. What do you have out there?
In Tennessee?
Yeah.
Look who we got. Hold up. We got Nitty.
Spaceman, I can tell you for a fact.
I don't know what we have on the East Coast.
Same arguments as straight folks, whether it comes to money, whose parents you're going to spend the holidays with, whose friends you don't like on each side.
Try the spicy.
Bitching about taxes, the whole thing.
No, I went to this chicken place. You guys in Dallas know what it's called. I went to this chicken place. It was delicious.
Look, there's snow. Look, there's
Dallas
snow. Nitty's got
is one of the best places to eat ever.
Dallas?
Oh my God, I've had so much barbecue, and I'm supposed to be a vegan, but you know I refuse to go on vacation and eat bread and salad. I'll go back to being Saturday. When I tell you,
best barbecue and ribs, Texas, go.
Memphis.
I thought Austin was delicious.
Memphis or St. Louis has the best
St. Louis is
barbecue.
good, so is Oklahoma. It's delicious. I
would think St. Louis has #1 barbecue.
I've never eaten so much barbecue in my life. I was eating briskets, ribs, beef ribs, sausage.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Pulled pork.
Go for it. Let it snow.
Who's that? Next to you.
Fast food. That's Frank Nitty. Nitty, say hi.
Hi.
What up? 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 No. What is
Tell us what you do. Tell us.
All I see is a street lamp.
What up, though? What it do?
He don't come on camera.
You don't come on
He don't come on camera. He just shows like the highway or the building or snow. I want snow so bad. God, how do I explain? How the fuck do I explain it, baby?
Bacon.
Yeah, I get it done. Uh-oh.
Eddie lives up in Detroit. He lives up in Detroit. He is around the area that Sharon and Maddie and Gerald are in. And he basically calls people out on their shit.
Really? Interesting. Like, I wish you called earlier so I could have cross-examined you and not just wasted time on secular.
You done ran spectacular human off.
Welcome back
ran my man spectacular human off.
No, I didn't.
He was like, bye. He was so bye. He was like, bye. He didn't give a warning. That's what I'm saying. He does need to wear condoms because he gives no fucking warning. He's like, bye. You know, like these bull dyke terroristic bitches from hell.
I can stay on a little bit longer because we have somebody new. So what's your name? Are you single, married, divorced, or
Gay,
other?
straight, bi.
You're under interrogation, Nitty. It's your time to talk now.
Oh, that's for me?
Yes. Yeah, it's for you.
I'm twisted. I'm just a character. You know what I'm saying?
We don't mind twisted. How twisted are you?
I'm twisted. I'm just here. I'm blessed to be here.
Are you twisted in the streets or twisted in the sheets?
Both.
Y'all too intelligent to be freaks.
Oh, we
We're
can be
too
freaky.
intelligent to be freaks.
That's the limit. So you're from Detroit.
So using that excuse, I cannot be a freak because I'm too intelligent. I am not letting you stick it up my ass because I'm too intelligent to let you stick it up my ass. And I'm not licking it after you bust either because I'm too intelligent to lick that nut off after you had it in my feet. I'm too intelligent.
No, that sound all good. What ain't good? What ain't good is examining it. You know what I'm saying? Before you get it.
Everybody needs to examine it before they get it.
You know that ain't how shit go. You know that ain't how shit go.
Alright, if you're with Mary, right? If you're stuck alone in a room with Mary, if you don't examine it before you get it, your fucking ass deserves what you get.
Now you know that's Maddie's girl. That's Maddie's girl. You know what I'm saying?
It's Maddie's girl until the money runs out. As soon as that money runs out, that ain't Maddie's girl no more. Maddie's back to sucking dick and hating her too.
Hold on, that's Maddie's girl. You know, this is the only line she want Maddie to say. Oh no. Can you see? Can you see?
Oh my
We
god.
lost everything. Can you see?
This is interesting. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Freak.
Maddie and Gerald.
I don't ever talk to a Bobby about them.
The most famous couple in Detroit, Maddie and Gerald, crackheads of the year.
That's not
Crackheads of
nice.
the year. It's true though. It's not. You don't have to be nice with them. No, what they do is so Tom that I told you about that made all these addicts into like pseudo celebrities on YouTube, and they sit there and they manipulate and beg for money, right? And everyone's like, oh yes, here's money. They're not going to spend it on heroin or crack. No way, that's what we're talking about. So whenever he says crackhead, and she's a heroin addicted prostitute, and he's a crackhead, it's her boyfriend. She's white, he's black, he's pimping her out, is a stereotypical answer for them too. But whenever he says, there is no being mean about these two. These two know exactly what they're doing. If you pulled in $350 a day off YouTube, would you go to rehab, or would you stop begging, or would you stop asking for money? You would keep doing your drugs, these people pull in like major money.
I don't
So
know
they deserve to be called crackhead and
how you
junkies and
define them, but I lied. A blobby's tired, so a blobby's going to go. I will see you Saturday. And Rourke, you better call in because we want round 2.
Oh, Mr. Rourke.
So people in the chat, get ready for round 2. Mr. Rourke and a Blobby.
Round 2.
Saturday.
Because we didn't even get Mr. Bobbles because I didn't even know he was on. We could have had a
Mr.
round.
Bubbles will be here Saturday. He'll be here this Saturday. Go on to him. Shit, you have my permission. Go.
I just want, and then secular, I'm going to lay off you for a month. I feel like I've been hitting you hard.
A month?
Well, you gave him a lot to think about.
That's so specific.
Yeah, a month. I'm going to give him a month to come,
Take in the info, do some self-examination.
Yeah.
Put it this way, this is the only channel that secular hasn't been blocked off of.
It's okay, Zach. You'll become an even more devious person. Well, it's nice to meet you, chosen one, girl. And bye, Waps. Bye, everybody in the chat. I'll see you.
Bye, Blobby. Love you, girl.
Bye.
That'd be on got, Nitty. I'll be a good girl if you send me snow.
Yeah, it's snowing in the deep. It's snowing in the deep.
It's like 80 degrees here, though. And you're like, what, 7-8 hours away from where I'm at?
So I don't understand.
I'm in Chattanooga.
We have all these people from the Detroit area, but they don't know each other.
They do, but they don't. Like, I know a lot of people up in Michigan. Like, Jamie, he lives up in Michigan. I met a lot of people from Michigan off of Chosen One Tom's channel. Like, you know how I try to explain how we all, like, all us misfits kind of came together? From Tom, that's how we all know each other from that, but we don't, like, personally know. The only one I personally know is Jamie.
$10 Tommy.
But remember, remember it was a blobby spaceman. Remember the other night whenever H&B asked me if I saw that Mary video, and I said no? Yeah, I went back and I found it and I watched it, and it was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. It had this girl, thinking pretty much a girl, she was looking at the camera like, please fuck me. She was doing the tongue. Mary.
Oh, Mary. I thought you was talking about Jamie. I thought you was talking about Jamie Sky. I thought you was talking about Jamie Sky High. His most famous video that he actually took down. Yeah.
No. I was talking about Mary.
Down, remember he took that one down, the second Jamie
He got a lot of shit for it. He got a ton of shit for it.
Man,
like, people,
that was the livest. I'm not lying. You talking about some hyped up sexual creepy shit that was live that night. He had over 1,000 people up in that chat.
He took it down. I mean, but he got a lot of crap for it because he came off as extremely perverted in that video.
Yeah, because he was eating some pumpkin pie.
But out of all the girls, no offense to all the other girls, but she was the prettiest of them all, I think, besides Sweet Pea. But Sweet Pea's no longer with us. But her and Sweet Pea were the two prettiest girls.
She just came out the club. That's why. She just came out the club about a couple years ago. She was still working in the club. She was still working in the club. That's why $10 Tommy knew her, because they was next to each other in the rooms. He been stalking her for a minute. I'm trying to tell you. That's what those females do. They don't. All of them don't strip in the club. You know what I'm saying? Once they lose their position, or some of them just come there from other states. Like somebody might come from Ohio. You might bring a group of females from Ohio to strip here on Michigan. But you might not even bring them to strip, all of them to strip. You might bring a couple of them just to prostitute. But they prostitute within the strip club.
Mr. Bottle said that video made my Audi turn into an innie. Yeah, it was gross. It was gross. Like, you could just know that shit stunk. It stunk like steak, ass, and Cheetos. Like, you could tell. It was bad. Like, I'll send you the link so you can see it, JC. Like, you will never want a woman. Like, you'll never be like, should I test my gayhood? No. When you see this chick, you will be like, I'm strictly dickly off this bitch. It was bad. Like, some women that do that crap, it's not sexy. It's stupid. Like, sexy isn't you looking at a camera and giving googly eyes or whatever the fuck she was doing. That's not sexy. Sexy is just something that you already have within you, how you carry yourself, and that bitch, she didn't understand that concept. Yeah.
Sexy is when she pulled out that knot out of her sock.
She pulled out a bunch of $100 to give to the Maddie. It's like she's saying that as long as she has Maddie's back in front, that Maddie doesn't have to prostitute no more. Like, she's gonna to support Maddie and Gerald's drug habit, so Maddie doesn't have to, to suck any more dicks.
They lied right now. Come on now. One thing, come on. I'm not dishing nobody game, because you know what I'm saying? Money flows everywhere. So I'm not dishing nobody game, but check this out. You ain't out here prostituting because you don't like sucking dick. All right? Let's quit all that. All right? So
Right. Like, I mean, if she did not like her life, she would get the fuck out of it. She doesn't tell people like Sharon B's like, I'm going to rehab. But yet she's been going to rehab since fucking December. December she said she was going in January. January she's going in February. February she's going in March. March she's going in April. And now she's telling Lego on his in the chat part, which nobody was paying her any mind, that she's on a waiting list to call in. I'll send it to you, Mark. But on a waiting list to call every morning at 9 o'clock. She's got to call it. But when I called everything up there in Michigan and around her area, it all said 24/7 walk-ins. And when you go to rehab and it's scheduled, you don't go to the fucking emergency room at 10 o'clock at night.
You didn't get a big laugh over that?
Oh, and I wasn't gonna.
Big laugh over that? I thought that was
I did. I wasn't.
So entertaining that she thought she could fool us for like a little kid and go to the hospital and play crazy.
She hung out there with Maddie and Gerald all day long, high as fuck, having a ball. She's telling me on her video that I need to eat some fucking Twinkies and yada yada yada, and I was going to leave her ass alone. I was going to. I was not going to say a damn thing, but she had to. Why wasn't I going to? Because I was going to move on to somebody else.
You got a YouTube beef that seems to brings you a little more attention. To your panel. Why wouldn't to your channel? Why wouldn't you do a little clout chasing? I've been clout chasing on. I've been clout chasing on $10 Tommy T boy since day one.
I know, but I was gonna let the fact that she didn't go to rehab speak for itself, right? I'll get to you, Mark. Hold on, I'll send I'll send a link when I find it.
Bob, real talk though.
Hey, Spaceman.
People wanna hear you roast her.
I know, and I do, but I was going to.
Don't want to hear it. They act like they don't want to hear it. They want to hear it though.
But they do. I know. The views prove what people want to hear.
It's about you just keep on making it entertaining. But I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because
but I was gonna leave her alone. And let it speak for itself. But then she put that damn comment boasting about all the shit she got, the 4 extra shit she got. Is that the link for the Mary Mary?
When she gave away that $100 giveaway, that was to show off to you. Because I thought this was so funny. Let me tell you what I thought was funny. I thought it was so funny what made me make a video, y'all. I thought it was so funny when she went to the store trying to make you feel like $50 was going to get you off.
That was 80. It was $80.
Oh, $80 get you off.
She was going to get that out of the ATM machine, and the ATM machine wouldn't give her the money.
She was? Did you see how hype she was? You see how small she felt when she ain't get
Karma's a bitch.
She was trying to play that shit off. She was trying to shake it off. She asked the cashier like 2 or 3 times, do it work? Is everything good?
She said the ATM was broke.
No, it's not like yesterday. I didn't steal anything. I think it was broke.
The whole time she's standing there before the machine don't even give her the money. And while she's standing there, she's doing this to say she's gonna beat my ass. I'm like, bitch, I got a carton of cigarettes. I got a bottle of booze. Find my ass. Oh yeah, you ain't got a car. I'll be sitting here waiting while you walk to Tennessee and beat my ass. I mean, she was trying to act all big and bad and shit, but I was gonna let her go, and then, she put that comment up about all the shit that she got from people, and I was like, this is too good to pass. She handed me that comment on a fucking silver platter. And now, tomorrow, she's going out to, did you hear about that? She's doing a meet and greet tomorrow at a gas station on, hold up. Let me see if I can, is it, because I got a screenshot someone sent me.
I hope it's off somebody she know from Michigan and stop trying to find people off 4th Street that she don't even damn show know. She don't know. She don't know Mama Kelly. She don't know Maddie. She don't know Marguerite. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she met Marguerite.
Are you
She
talking
met her
about
once.
Maddie
Yeah, we're talking about Maddie. Yeah. But tomorrow, Sharon's doing a meet and greet. It's a hot dog and cash giveaway. Friday, April 23rd at 1 p.m. Beach Daily in Norfolk in Inkster. Free hot dog or spicy sausage, chips and pop. First 10 people receive $5. I don't know if it'll like let it.
Doing what? What you say she doing? She got a drug dealer sponsor and what? She got the local drug dealer sponsor and what again?
She gonna do a local hot dog and cash giveaway at 1 p.m. Beach Daily in Norfolk and Inkster. Free hot dog or spicy sausage, chips and pop, and the first 10 people get $5 from her. So this girl, this heroin addict that ain't got a job, is gonna be giving away what money?
Let's see who gets shout outs though. I'm checking that out. Hey, what you said tomorrow?
At 1 p.m. on Beach Daily in Norfolk in Inkster.
Check that out though. Let's check that out though. I might do a live with that live. Hey, check this out though.
Oh my God, you should.
I'm trying to tell you, good look.
You're sky high.
I know that's a local drug dealer, a local drug dealer sponsor. That's a local drug dealer. I want to see who gonna get all the shout outs. Who gonna be right next to her? Who gonna talk the most? Who she gonna talk about the most? Who gonna be in front of her? I want to see all that.
Oh my God! If you can go and record it.
I'm telling you right now, I love when Sharon V on there blows. She just can't move. She can't stop moving. She be twitching.
She's always tweaking. That's why people want her.
She be everywhere. She be looking like she be looking like Cher without Sonny. She be all everywhere. She looking like Cher without Sonny. She be everywhere with it.
Yeah, Survivor Girl. It's Nitty. Yeah. I mean, I really don't. Who is giving her this money? Like, who is giving her this money to be able to buy, she's doing all these giveaways on her site against YouTube rules, and I guess she finally figured out it's against YouTube rules giveaways, so she can do a meet and greet.
You said it earlier, Bobbles. You said it earlier. You just don't want to keep saying it, apparently. We all got to do, and definitely her. It's all a $10 Tommy. It's all a $10 Tommy production.
He made these addicts into pseudo celebrities in their own head to where they're selling their own t-shirts. That cat girl is that artist is sending them these t-shirts and they're selling them. They literally think that people want to walk around with their faces on a shirt explaining to people this is a crackhead and this is his hair and his girlfriend.
Crackheads on cheap t-shirts.
But they think people want to walk around with it. Who the fuck am I supposed to explain that to?
They look like the arms was on. They look like
it's not Drake Nettie, Lori.
They look like the arm sleeves was on Gilligan and stuff. They was all drawn up. They was all drawn up to his shoulders. I'm like, dang, what with the t-shirts? T-shirts look like they've been already worn. I'm like, what the heck? Now, do I really want a t-shirt for Maddie and Gerald when you don't even got running water?
The thing is that these pictures don't even look like them. They look like them if they were like off drugs, eating healthy, and had proper jobs. Their t-shirts don't look like them. The t-shirts don't show any of the wrinkles. I mean, Maddie looks like Don Knotts.
Dog's Knot? Did you say dog's?
Don Knotts. Don Knotts, yeah. Don Knotts is like Barney Five from like.
They got a big old picture of Gerald face. They got a big old picture of Gerald. They got a big old picture of Gerald face covering the whole t-shirt with a Lamborghini at the bottom.
Right? Yeah. It doesn't say. I
kid T-shirt.
You can't.
Maybe people are buying them so they can hang them on the dartboard.
People are buying them for I don't know what fucking reason. It's the same reason as Mary throwing money at the bitch so she don't supposedly have to prostitute.
I'm tired of this, Don. Come on, let's stop. I come on this panel because you're a live, you're a live woman. I like the way you honestly talk. And let's stop playing. Y'all women naturally hate on each other. Y'all know us men is nasty. That's number one. We nasty, all right?
That's not fair.
Stop trying to examine men because we are nasty beings. We gonna lie to you. We gonna do what we gotta do for the coochie, okay? Now listen right now about why they like Maddie. They like Maddie for her Mick Jagger lips. She got the perfect blow up doll lips. But only thing, she don't put no grease on them. They stay crusty all damn day.
But the thing is that you can say what you want, right, about them. You can put them down as much as you want, and all the people are like, oh, that's fine, that's no problem. But I put them down, and I get like the 3rd degree. So I'm saying I need to put a strap on. No, I put a strap on now for when I start putting them down and calling them out for what they are. I wear this big ass strap on so these bitches will back off me for the opinion that everybody thinks, and I'm just saying it. You know? Like, why am I the bad person?
What was that? It was a erotic porn star that used to wear the strap on. I mean, was it Pinky or something? Pinky or something
I
like that?
don't know.
No, that strap on. Hey, that strap on a bad motherfucker. I ain't saying it because I done took it. I just seen somebody work it.
Yeah, right. Come on. He was holding the camera.
Yes, I'm wearing my strap on around Walmart. I'm gonna constantly walk behind Mr. Bobbles, and I'm gonna push it into his knees, the back of his damn thighs, like he does me. Every time I'm walking around Walmart, Mr. Bobbles, like half-ass people, like hard penis, is always pushing it into the back of my thighs. I'm so getting him back. See, so the strap on like this, it solves 2 problems. It solves 2 problems. It lets these bitches that think it's okay for the guys to put these addicts down. It gets me off the hook, and it also lets me get back at Mr. Bobbles. It works both ways.
Well, let's put it this way. If you were to wear a strap on and was behind Mr. Bobbles, exactly where would you hit him? Behind the knee?
In the back of the thigh. Yeah, the back of the thigh. I'm short. I'm only like 5'13" and a half. And that half counts. When you are like afraid of heights, that other half of the inch, it does count.
Wear it around your stomach.
Hey, Rochelle, I have about 7 minutes left to me, and then I have to say goodnight. 2 o'clock.
Oh, no.
And then I'll have to crash. Not trash. Tomorrow night, Friday night, I can trash. But tonight I can't.
It's Saturday night.
True. But I have to make sure I can't go till 7 a.m. on Sunday morning because then I'll never wake up till the evening, and then I'll have to try and get to sleep again because then I have to start work on the Monday. No.
I can't ever keep these lives short.
We got Monday off.
Ever.
Why, it's a holiday?
Yeah, it's Anzac Day. Remember the soldiers who fell in World War I.
Yeah, the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps.
You know, when I saw all them people ripping down them statues in America, I thought, the reasons they did it for was so stupid, you know, because statues are there to remind us of the bad things that did happen in those times so that we don't repeat them, you know. And they go ripping it all down, you know, so people forget, you know, and then it all happens again. You know?
I wish they would focus their you know, all their what do you call it, anger and stuff towards like stuff that we can change. Like knocking down a statue is not going to do the real change that we need. You know, they think that but it's a symbol. It's symbolizing something. When they tear it down, it's symbolizing like let's tear down all this hate that comes with this statue.
Yeah,
You know,
they're the ones that have the hate. I mean, if they knew that it was there to make us remember that these bad things happened at those times, you know, because really it's not about promoting or bragging about the person who did it. It's about remembering the story, you know, so that we don't repeat it. You know,
I can see both sides of it, definitely. Nitty, have you seen Becky or Jamie lately? Survivor Girls want to know.
Damn, I don't even know them. Real talk though. I don't even know Becky. I don't know Jamie. You know what I'm saying? I just know the story. I come off 4th Street, see? How Nitty actually attached to this, because I'm right up in the Campbell building. You know what I'm saying? The building that $10 Tommy was stalking for 13 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm attached to all this. And then how he got on, y'all already know, because all these women got murdered off 4th Street though, right? Right. All right.
Yeah.
And we
Like how far?
How's everybody doing on this Friday morning, April 23rd?
Are you fixing to take off? I'm fixing to ask Nitty some questions. Are you fixing to take off, JC Barron?
Yeah, I got about 5 minutes and then I gotta crash.
Just wanted to ask Survivor Girl, tell her that guy was wanting to get back on, you have you unblock him. He couldn't put a message on your other videos because he's blocked.
Who?
Aaron, I think it was. I think his name was.
I don't have an Aaron block.
No, it was Survivor Girl earlier on in the day. We were talking on a live stream.
Oh, I thought you said I blocked somebody. I've only got people blocked. I was like, no, I don't have an Aaron blocked.
She contacted me on another video, one of my videos, but Survivor Girl was saying for him to comment on one of her other videos and she'd unblock him, but he can't comment because he's blocked.
He's blocked, yeah. Survivor Girl, you're going to have to go in and look and see your blocked people. You know how to do that? To see where the people that you blocked. If you don't, I can let you know. Nitty, he found Becky's trailer. Wait, Becky has a trailer? Wait, what? I'm lost. I thought Becky had a tent. I'm lost about Becky.
$10 Tommy been promising Becky a trailer for the last 2 years.
Oh, okay. That's why he's asking. He don't sound. Okay, I got you. Survivor Girl wants to know. Lot Lizard, remember she was in that video.
Oh my God, Lot Lizard. Oh, I haven't heard that term in ages.
That's what we call them, the hookers at the truck stops.
Yep.
They'll get out of a truck, they'll take a puddle of water, splash it on their coochies, and then go to the next guy.
I knew a couple of guys that were passed from cab to cab to get down to Florida and back again.
What? Oh my God, people have no kind of
You think only women know how to travel from lot to lot? So do men.
True.
We had girls that used to sit outside the pub in the alleyway and bloody give $10 blowies.
What? If you get a blowjob from me, that's at least a $2,000 or $3,000 blowjob.
Holy crap. I used to drive around these couple of bloody, what they call themselves, bloody escorts. You know, but they basically that's what they did, strip dances and that at parties and whatnot. And I actually got employed by them to drive them around to these parties, and I'd have to go inside and make sure everyone was kosher, you know, they weren't too pissed, cause trouble and things like that. Suss it out, you know, and if it was safe, if I thought it was safe, they could go in. And anyway, but they used to make some bloody money, man, you know.
Yeah, sex sells.
Oh, but they weren't giving sex. They were just doing strip dancing, you know, like straight up, you know. And I mean, you could pay for sex and that, you know, but oh God, I used to get an eye opener with them ones, you know. Be driving along in the car, next minute they're ripping off all their clothes and getting changed into shit. You know, I turn to talk to them, and the next minute I've got an arse in my face or something else, you know. Like, holy crap, girls.
Are you trying to poke at it?
No, they think you're going to pay me, they reckon. I thought, fuck no. Don't want to play this
If I
job.
get a bud in my face, I'm poking at it. I'm going to use a finger.
I was tempted to push the face towards it, but
When Coochie stopped being the best credit card?
Is this the best credit card?
It's nature's credit card.
It's nature's credit card. I just
nature's
got lucky.
credit
I
card.
was.
these girls, right? They'd buy like a $2,000 couch, and they'd bring it home and or get it delivered, and put it in the house, and they'd look at it for a week or whatever, and go, I don't think I really liked it. You want a couch? They just give me all their friggin' furniture, like brand new shit. Yeah, crap, I used to make heaps of stuff off of them.
Look what Pussy can buy. Pussy buys a lot of shit.
Yeah, well, there was two of them, so living in the same place, so they just had
Yeah.
money to burn, man.
I need to get me some escorts. Get me some new furniture.
They used to pay me $100 a night just to drive them around. And I'd go to these parties, I'd be able to sort of have a couple of drinks, but I was driving, so I couldn't drink too much. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Bob, but you ain't never found $10 Tommy kind of creepy though.
One time, and I told him that, and I got blocked. But I'm not blocked, but I got timed out. I got timed out, and then he told him that not to time me out because I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just asking what everybody else asks him or thinks to ask him is, are you having sex with all these girls?
And
Why wouldn't he?
And if he is, what's wrong with it? Just be honest, man. Spectacular Human can be honest. Everybody else can be honest. Just be honest about it. He can't be honest about it, and it's so obvious you are. You out here stalking Becky now. What?
He was very, very into Becky. Extremely
Not
into Becky.
to say, Maddie wouldn't even be doing what she's doing right now if he would have just left her alone. This whole area done changed.
Yeah.
There's not one other prostitute out here. Only one around here, skipping around here and keeping one little drug dealer alive is Maddie from this YouTube. Everybody else
You got
knows.
Renee too, though. Renee's out there.
We got the bridge coming. That's Michigan.
Renee's out there, though. Secular takes Renee out there.
Michigan and 4th Street is two different places. That's like a mile or two away from each other.
Well,
but you
Secular
got
goes and drops Renee out there to
That's on
get her.
Michigan. That's on
you got
Michigan.
different
Maddie ain't going on Michigan. That's a whole nother area. That's a whole nother area, and that ain't Gerald's area. That ain't his area. He's not comfortable there.
So Michigan Avenue.
We got the bridge coming. We got the second bridge coming. We got the Gordie Howe Bridge. We got two bridges gonna be popping off from here to Canada. So this was changing everything. They ain't letting nothing go down. They emptied this whole building for the change. I'm the only thing that remains. I'm the only thing that remains. Frank Nitty.
So how far away is Michigan Avenue to where Maddie does her little hoe stroll?
It's like a mile and a half, but it's two different areas. So you got this area is more Latino. When you go across Michigan, you cross Michigan, it's more Arabs and blacks. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole other type of area. And you ain't finna challenge nobody you don't know. And Gerald ain't going up there like that, yo.
Why has nobody just literally beat the shit out of Gerald? Because Maddie has gotten the shit beat out of her over Gerald's debt. So why is nobody beating the fuck out of Gerald?
He have got his ass beat. The fact is, a crackhead, that ain't gonna stop a crackhead. A crackhead don't care about fights. That's the last thing on crackhead mind. You ever seen a crackhead hold on to some dope? You ever seen some crackhead hold on to the last piece of that rock? They would die for that bitch. They would die. I'm talking about a woman. You can beat a woman's ass. You can blow her mouth out. She would not let go of that rock.
I was married to
It's a beautiful thing, don't get me wrong. Because it's a late night thing, see? And it goes strong. You know what I'm saying? This is what cats go out in the streets for. The freaky shit.
shit. But the thing is, Scotty rules the body, not you, bitch.
But, like, okay, so I was married to a crackhead for like 16 years, and I had 2 kids by him. Of course, I didn't do crack with him, but he would just disappear and go off and do that, you know, smoke up all the money, disappear. He did some really bad things, you know, and finally I just couldn't do it anymore.
Wasn't that a hard-ass life, though? Wasn't that hard? I'm telling you, I'm telling that from experience myself, but wasn't that hard as fuck?
Yes.
How did you do that? And my thing was, with you, why you do it twice? I thought you was kind of stupid to do it twice.
Oh no. That's what's wrong. Okay, so yes, my life with my kid's dad was hard. It was really hard because he would be okay for months at a time because he was like a working crackhead. You know, he wasn't like a daily crackhead. So he would be good, and then he would just
He was good.
he would up and disappear.
He was good at being a crackhead. That's the worst thing you can ever be. He's good at being a crackhead.
Good at
And
hiding it.
I tried. He was my high school sweetheart. You know, he didn't start this shit until after we were married. You know, I tried for the kids. I was one of those women like, okay, I'm gonna try to keep it up for the kids.
What I mean, I cut you off completely, but there's some good things about crackheads too. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the husband, that your first husband you said you married. And just like maybe your second husband, whatever he had to go through. You can have working.
Now let me.
You can have working crackheads out here. You know what I'm saying? Crackheads supposed to hustle. This it that we seeing with $10 Tommy people, that's the sorry crackhead is. Because most
he paid for his own drugs.
Yeah, most
he paid for his own crack.
Most crackheads got some desire to get some money. They go out here and work.
Yeah, he held a full-time job. He would just disappear. It was almost like every 3 months, every 2 months, every 3 months, he would just, you know, he'd get paid and he would disappear. And I was calling the hospitals, like the emergency room. I was calling the jailhouses. I was constantly, every time he disappeared, even though I knew what he was doing, I was still like, okay, well, he could fucking have a heart attack off that shit. He could, you know, he could possibly be dead. He could possibly get pulled over and busted with all that crack, because crack has a distinct smell. Like weed has a distinct smell, crack has a distinct smell. So I thought, well, maybe he got pulled over, it'd be in jail, and it was like a constant thing. And one day he did it, and he didn't come back. He finally showed up, and I destroyed my whole living room. Everything that was breakable in that living room was broke. I threw every fucking thing that I could possibly touch at him, and everywhere I could, I lost it, and that was it. That was the end of our marriage. I couldn't do it. He wasn't going to change for me. And then my second husband, who I'm married to now, he had like what I was talking about him, whenever he got blocked off of Sharon's, because he told her, willpower, if you don't want to do it, throw the shit the fuck out the window. Because he used to do meth. Yeah, way before I met him, he did meth. I'm talking about like 10 years before I met him, he did meth. And one day he said, you know, I'm spending more on my meth than I am my weed. This is not cool. So he threw the meth pipe in the whole bag, you know, out the window, and he never looked back. He still smoked his weed, but he didn't touch the meth. And he was trying to tell, yeah. And so this was like 10 years before I met him. So I didn't go from a crackhead to a meth head. I went from an active crackhead to an ex-meth user that was, yeah, no, I wouldn't do
So you needed to explain that then. Good. That's good that you explained that.
Yeah, after what I went through with my kid's dad, who, I mean, to this date, he's still a crackhead. He still goes off. I mean, his new wife used to call me and be like, where can I look for him? What can I do? He done stole my child support money. He done took my credit cards. You know, he got my debit cards. He took my car. He did this. And I'm like, you know what? I was married to him for 16 years. If he didn't change for me, he definitely ain't gonna change for you. You're just a new financial institution to him, basically. You know, so you know, he's still doing it. So I made the right decision to leave him. I made, you know, my son still has a problem with it. You know, he still holds me.
Why people got a problem with getting treated the way they like it? If your past man treated you like shit, Why would I treat you any different, bitch?
Yeah, and my this husband now, I mean, he doesn't buy drugs and smoke up all the money, or he doesn't my husband now. Whenever he gets paid, what money he gets out of the ATM, he comes home and he hands it to me. He takes $20 for himself for the week, just $20.
Oh, he old school. See, he old school. Yeah.
He hands me all the money, and I take care of the bills. I hand him money through the week, and he ain't got a problem with that. He'd rather me be able to take care of the bills and say what's due and keep on top of that. You know, he goes to work, he makes the money, he comes home and he hands me the money. So that's a huge difference between the first husband and this one now.
That sounds great. That sounds great.
It's a good. I like it. I like being in charge. What woman doesn't want to be in charge for the money, you know? But I'm also, I also have that relationship where I do for him though. He might hand me the money, but I'm still the one that when I cook, I make his plate, hand it to him. I still do the cleaning. He doesn't have to clean. He doesn't have to cook. He doesn't have to worry about anything except for getting up and going to work. Everything else is taken care of by me. So.
Good woman. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do when you got a good man doing what he doing.
Yeah, so it's a completely different relationship. If he had still been doing drugs, no. I don't care how good he made me come. It wouldn't have happened. I would not have stayed with him. No way. Not after going 16 years with him doing that shit to me.
How long y'all been together now?
I met him in 2010 and we married in 2012. So how many years is that now? That's a long time. He's still alive.
Do you feel the same way from day one? Or you just gonna say that you do?
Of course. No, I don't mean to say that I do, but I was in love with him from the very beginning, and I'm still in love with him. Our relationship.
Is it more mature now? Is it less Google eyes, or you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
The reason why I say this though, every 5 to 10 years, we gonna grow as a person. We gonna grow as an individual. We're not gonna be the same person we was in our 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. I mean, we don't have the googly eyes anymore. We're not fucking like bunnies all over the place like we used to. But now we have that kind of relationship where we could sit and not say a damn thing, but we know what each other's thinking. We laugh at the same things. We don't really even fight.
Y'all committed for the long haul.
Yeah, we know.
You understand that life. Y'all understand that life comes with different twists and turns, and right now it's the best time because there can be days where one of y'all may be crippled or sick or ill, and you have to be there for your mate. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't gonna always be great. But that's why I'm saying when somebody get married, they should be for family. They shouldn't be for love.
Yeah.
They should be for family. Because if you love family, if you love the fact that you're raising a family, and it's gonna put another generation for tradition and for belief and for faith out here, then it's nothing about love should even be spoken of. But everybody keep worrying about where this is going, where this is going, where is that going. I cannot control somebody's kitty cat. When you bust that corner, when you turn that corner, I can't worry about you, man.
And that's what it is. I mean, we understand that this world is fucked up, and you need to have somebody that's got your everything and will be with you no matter what. And that's exactly what we got. We know within each other that we have, no matter what, we have each other's backs, fronts, sides, everything. And, we might not fuck as many times as we used to, but, it's us against the world, and no matter what, we know that we're not going to.
Y'all women do realize, as men get older, we don't want sex that much, right? We still want it.
Unfortunately, yes, we understand.
We don't want it like we used to. We're not trying to impress you no more. You know what I'm saying? Once we get to a certain age, we're not trying to pressure you no more. We just trying to bust us a nut to keep our mind from going crazy. That's it. So we ain't trying to have sex every day because we know there's other obligations and other things that we have to deal with every day, other than the fact of how much I can please my woman. I gotta please you in other ways. I gotta make sure food on the table. I gotta make sure these bills paid.
Exactly. And we do that. We're like that. We know like sex is the last thing on our minds anymore. Our minds are like, okay, we're awake. We got to get through each day together. We gotta navigate this world, and just we don't have to navigate it alone. No matter what we have each other. He says Bobbles is my ride and die. Yeah, you know it, motherfucker.
True words of love. Love.
True words of love, yes. Know it, motherfucker.
You my ride and die.
Somebody gonna get it tonight.
He works at night, though. He works all night. He don't get home until like 6 o'clock in the morning.
That morning sex good too. Just be ready for it.
Nah, he tries morning sex. He's getting slapped. When he's slapping him, let me sleep. I need my sleep. What the fuck you trying to do? Whack off.
Hey, look, Bob's finna get up in some fishnet panties and stuff and crawl on the floor when he come in.
Hell no. He's got 2 hands. If I'm sleeping, you got hands. Go for it. Just don't look at porn. Like, no porn. You can whack off, but let it be me in your head that you're whacking off to.
That's a good man.
Men are visual.
I don't care. No looking at Pornhub to whack off. Like, don't wake me up.
That is not a boy.
Don't look at porn.
That is not a boy. That is a man. Treat him like one.
Next video.
No, nothing but me. Only masturbate to me. Like while I'm laying there, my mouth's wide open, I'm drooling on my pillow. Look at me and get off to me.
So what if he hits you with when he nuts and it lands on your face?
As long as he cleans it up without waking me up, I'm okay. Like,
you don't
get it in my eye.
It'll just dry and drip in there.
I think he cleans it up. I think you're onto something, JC. I think
Why, do you feel more moisturized? Do you feel moisturized in the morning?
No, but there's white washcloths near the bed. I think he's cleaning it up. I don't care. As long as you don't get it in my eye, we're good.
But you're sleeping.
Don't bust in my eye. I know, but if you get it on my eye, it's gonna there's no amount of cleaning that's not gonna make it crust up in my lashes, and I'm gonna wake up with pink eye or some shit.
I know. You'll just make it.
Get it on the cheeks.
You get it in your eye, because if you get it on your eye while you're sleeping, it's going to wake you up. You're going to go, what the shit is that? And wake up.
Smear it across,
it's going to run in your eye.
It's all gooky and shit stringing off my eyeballs and my lashes.
Yeah. Well, plus it burns.
Yeah, I don't want burning sensation. A burning sensation with sex is not a good thing.
Well, no, not when it's in your eyes, because then you can't see anything.
But I think that's one of the things that...
and tearing, and not for a good reason.
I think at the beginning, before we even got married, I think one of my... You know how you talk to the person, you're like, well, I don't like this, I don't like that. I'm pretty sure I said, I don't want you to ever come in my eye. I think that's one of the stipulations of dating me is don't come in my eye.
Well, that's with practice. You know exactly when, that orgasm's going to hit, so you know how to pull away.
Well, if I'm sleeping, I can't pull away. He needs to...
Well, if you're sleeping, then, you can either wake up or, it's a Russian roulette.
Conjunctivitis, right?
That's what I was trying to think of. When you got clay in the eyes when you wake up.
Hey, Nitty, but you in your past you did crack, right? You admitted to it. What?
But before you guys go, I gotta say goodnight. It's 2:20. You gotta get up for work in the morning.
Just leave me.
Well, I'm leaving you in the company of 2 men that I'm sure you can handle. Plus Survivor Girls here, and Michelle's here. You gotta get it in the back of the throat, Nice meeting you. Spaceman, always a pleasure.
No worries.
People of the chat, always fun. You guys keep safe for tomorrow.
Yeah. I enjoy y'all show, man. I'm enjoying y'all show, man. I see y'all all the time, man. You and Baba doing y'all thing.
Oh my God.
Yes, you need to
She's
come
my
on more
YouTube
often.
wife, you know?
Yes, we like a good we like laughing and cutting up. I mean, we like the hot topics. Hey Jamal, I see Jamal. Hey Jamal, why are you still doing up, Jamal?
Yeah, you guys in the chat too, JC.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, you guys have a great time and enjoy. And don't forget, we'll be back Saturday at 10 with Dancing with Bubbles, because Bubbles always forgets to say the time that the next live. So I have to remind her.
I just figured people know.
It's
But
always good to remind.
if they subscribe though, then
But it's
they'll
always good
get
to
the notification.
I don't watch videos on YouTube much anymore. I just look for the live streams and see who's on.
Yeah, YouTube's addictive. Good night, JC Bear. I love you.
I love you too. Be good.
Bye.
Later. Ciao, guys.
Bye. Okay, so now he said I can handle you too. Nitty, you said that you did have a crack habit though. How long did you have it for?
Shit, I don't know. I'm still a crackhead.
Yeah, but you just smoke.
Oh,
That's the man
Hey, look,
thing.
real talk though. Once you cross that line of messing with the devil, you can't come back, yo. You know too much. You done seen too much. You know what I'm saying? So you can't never say you ain't no addict no more. Cause it's only one bad move gonna put you right back there, yo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm fighting to being an addict every day. But I smoke them Lasos, and like your husband's, I was a great hustler, and I'm still am. You know what I'm saying? So that could be your worst enemy. That could be your worst enemy, the fact that you could get choked. You know what I'm saying? So y'all think about that while y'all feeding Maddie, though.
I think the people.
They want to feed Maddie up until she croaks.
Yeah, that's exactly like they think these people are their friends. They're not their friends. These people that are talking to them in the chats on their lives are not. I would say 90% of them don't really care. They just want to see you sit. Sharon can't sit the fuck still. She cannot sit still. She is tweaking from one end of that couch to the other fucking end of that couch.
Hey Bob, I ain't gonna even lie. Like you got a good show. Sharon got a good show. She just don't come home much because she get too high, yo. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you right now, all that twitching and moving, that's the best thing of it. She can't stay
That's why people watch.
She can't
That's
stay
why
still,
people
man.
watch. She's tweaking like a motherfucker, and that's what people watch. We don't care that she plays Family Feud. She holds the phone up. You know, she's like this with the phone. You can't keep it the fuck still. You know, we don't care about that.
Store, I'm telling you right now, I don't know why you ain't roast that part harder. When she walked to that store trying to humiliate you for $80, and this crackhead was stomping like if she was like a cartoon or something on Dennis the Menace. You know what I'm saying? She was stomping to the store like she was just gonna like fool on you and just, you know what I'm saying? Make everybody think something something opposite of what they think of you. I'm like, damn, this female is like enraged to prove herself. And then when she get up there, she looking salty as fuck. This bitch looking
Karma's a bitch.
She ain't get a damn thing.
Karma got her right away. When someone gets cocky like that, like don't ever get cocky. Cocky will always slap you right back in your face. Never get cocky about something, and she got cocky. She was cutting me down the whole way she went to that store. And the only thing I said to her, the only thing I said that she got upset about was I said, sit your skinny ass down. You know what? If someone on another channel was to tell me to sit my skinny ass down, I'd be like, all right, I'm skinny.
She actually got weight on her though, Bobbles. Because look at her old video, the first one she did with $10 Tommy. She was skinnier than Maddie, man.
That was like what, a year ago when she said she was going into rehab then too.
Man, when they on Michigan, they look like a whole nother she damn sure had that zombie look. So I don't know why she be trying to sit up there and roast on anybody or try to say anything or try to belittle somebody else, because when she was out there, she was out there jacked up, man.
But back then, she was on that video talking about going to rehab. And that was like a year ago. So why are people still thinking that this bitch is going to go to rehab?
Bob. Not Bob.
Yeah.
Understand, you ain't in that situation because you got your life together and your head together and you blessed, and you ain't gonna be stupid and not take advantage of it. But the fact is,
I'm blessed, but I worked for it though.
Thank you. But the fact is though, if you wasn't that person you are, and you was a sorry being, just saying you don't know nothing about that. But if you was, to say you was the opposite of what you are, you know what I'm saying? And somebody gonna keep on putting a camera in your face, what you gonna do? Say something negative about yourself, or say something that's gonna sound great? Come on now, man. It's all for the camera, man.
No.
Look, we all Hollywood stars. Just because we ain't got discovered don't mean we don't know how to act.
But I put myself down as much as I put other people down. If I'm gonna call somebody a name or judge them for something, I'm also judging myself, and I'm also putting myself down. I call myself out for shit. If you watch my videos, you know I will call myself out. I don't sit here and try to claim like I'm some super fucking model with a great body. You know, I know I'm a big girl. I know I'm fat. You know, and I call myself out for my own shit.
But it ain't for us to like or dislike, and it ain't for you to worry about what we say though. See, that's called maturity, man. Once you start maturing and start moving on, it ain't, you understand that people gonna have their own words about you, regardless of if you like them or not, or they like you or not. It's about you to stay on your path and stay on your grind.
But, when you put yourself out there in the public eye, YouTube's a public eye. You can't please everybody. You can't make everybody like you. You put yourself out there to be made fun of.
Just like a cop, and just like not trying to even compare us to a cop, but just like anything that got stress to it, any job that got stress to it, a cop, somebody that work at a hospital, you don't take that shit home with you, man. You go to a bar, get you a drink or two, and you shake that shit off, man. Move on.
Yeah, when I turn this off, no matter what she said, she could tell me I could eat all the Twinkies in the world. When I turn this off, I'm like, all right. I don't, but I got a thick skin. A lot of people don't. A lot of people let things get to them. Obviously, I got to her so bad that she was willing to call me I knew if she dogged me, that the first thing she would say is fat.
Everybody check out that marathon tomorrow. That shit should be funny, though. That should be some hilarious shit, man. Let's check that out, yo.
She was not impressing me with the $80 trip to the ATM to get $80 out. I'm like, $80? Bitch, what? I got shit sitting right next to me on the fucking table. You're gonna tell me about $80 that somebody sent you?
She was trying to stun on you, Bobbles. She was like, this is gonna really piss Bobbles off that I'm finna go get $80 damn dollars.
And I wanted to be like, who sent you that $80? What fucking idiot enablers sent you that $80 dollars? Because you didn't earn that $80. You didn't earn that. At least Maddie goes out and sucks dick for $80, or a couple of dicks for $80. She didn't earn that $80. People are sending her this money. $5,
more like $5.
The ATM gave her that money, and $80 is like, wait, what the fuck? I graduated law school, and you're gonna get on to me about some $80.
Surprised when they out there looking stanky. Now when they out there looking decent, they getting some money. But when they out there looking stanky, other than from their regulars and shit, how much you think they gonna get from a cat that got his head together? You know what I'm saying? $5. You gotta work hard for that.
I wouldn't even trust that shit.
You gotta work hard for that $10 just to get one rock. You know what I'm saying? They gonna suck suck 2-3 dicks just to get motherfucking one rock. You better believe that shit.
Sharon's trying to play like she never sucked a dick for no heroin. Bullshit. You have a strong heroin addict. You're gonna try to tell people that you never sucked dick before for a hit.
But look, Bobbles. She won't suck dick, but she'll rob, kill, and steal for it.
Sharon knows how to manipulate a lot of men.
That's what drugs make you do. What you think drugs do? Drugs keep you in a happy mood. Drugs make you I'm gonna sit there and act like I don't want no drugs because it's getting late. No.
Yeah.
When it get late, it's getting great. That's when it's time to bust up into something. Yeah.
Survivor Girl, I know you say you like Maddie. I actually like Maddie more than I like Sharon. Because Maddie is more honest with her game when she straight out asks people for money. And when she doesn't get money, she goes out and she sells her ass for it. Sharon, she manipulates people. She said, I don't know how I'm going to smoke after rehab. I don't know how I'm going to get bigger clothes. And it's like, girl, you get a fucking job. You know, I smoke a fucking lot. And I'm not, if I run out of cigarettes, what am I going to do? I'm going to suck it the fuck up and I'm not going to smoke because I'm not going to come on here and be like, oh, I'm out of cigarettes, please. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do. Pay for my cigarette habit.
Wrong. You got to be like, I'm so hungry.
I'm so hungry. But Sharon doesn't say I'm hungry. Sharon says I won't have it. Sharon's manipulation is I don't know what I'm going to do to have it. Once I get out of rehab, I don't know how I'm going to afford my bigger clothes and my cigarettes because last time I went to rehab, I didn't have anybody to help me with my cigarettes. Well, everybody gets on, well, not everybody, but because people know not to get on to me about my cigarette habit, but you know, people don't like people to smoke, but yet she's telling people she's not going to be able to smoke if she don't have money, and they're giving it to her. So it's like, what the fuck?
Bob, you don't find it strange. I mean, y'all like $10 Tommy too much for me. You don't find it strange though. You don't find it strange though. This the only community that support crackheads on a regular.
I don't understand how. I do not understand how these addicts are held to high regards. Tom made these addicts. He made, like I said, he made them pseudo celebrities, and they're completely 100% celebrities in their heads. He made these addicts vain as fuck because without him, they still be trolling the fucking street.